How we doing, guys? Another video. Today is day 8. I had to double check just before I started the video to make sure that today was actually day 8, but it is. In my last video, which was day 7, I just sort of guessed that it was day 7, but it turned out it was, so I was pretty bang on with that guess. And today's day 8. As always, go back to the old format of at the start of the video, just say what day I'm on and how I've been getting on. So day 8, I'm doing all right. I'm really starting to feel the effects of flatline. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, in all of my streaks, I've felt flatline pretty early on. I've heard from other people, I've heard mixed responses. I've heard people getting it, get like me having flatline early, but I've also heard people having flatline 90 days in. It just seems to be dependent on who you are. It might be related to how porn addicted you are as well. I don't know if early means not that, or if late means not as addicted, but it is what it is. I'll roll with the punches, so to say. To be perfectly honest, it's been pretty tough, especially today. Yesterday I was starting to feel the effects of flatline. In my case, flatline means zero libido, struggling to wake up, and extreme tiredness. A sort of return to the anxiety, and sort of uptightness that I was feeling when I was fapping. So it's not ideal, but it's better than being porn addicted. It's even though it is sort of a return of those symptoms, that you're on the journey, that this is only temporary, and you've still sort of got that confidence, when you talk to people, that sort of thing. So, it is what it is. It's just something I need to go through, unfortunately. But yeah, I was in the first couple of days, like I talked about in my last video, you sort of feel that happiness, you sort of almost euphoric. But unfortunately that has went away. It's sort of worn off and I'm in the tougher stages now. But what they'll say to you is that flatline is a really good thing, because that shows that your brain is healing. Part of flatline I have found is dramatic mood swings. You can go from feeling like absolute crap to euphoric happiness. So far I've just sort of been feeling like crap. The euphoric happiness hasn't really kicked in, or hasn't really happened. It's just been sort of down in the dumps, but it is what it is. I mean, I'll deal with it. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. To be honest, I just really wanted to make a video today because I'd made one yesterday and I wanted to keep it up. Just talk more about NoFap, because just talking about it gets me more motivated. So it's a recipe for success. Today I'm gonna talk about the most underrated benefit of NoFap. I haven't really seen any other YouTubers talk about it. I've seen some YouTubers mention it and talk about it briefly, but I've not really seen anybody do a specific video on it, so I decided I would. And that benefit is improved sleep. Now, it's unusual that people don't talk about this because sleep is something you do every single day. It's it's vital to survival. It's not having good sleep can really fuck up your life. Having good sleep can make your life better. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about how NoFap has, the effect NoFap has on sleep. Like I've mentioned before, NoFap is a very quick working aid, for lack of better phrases. You do feel the effects with NoFap within the first 2 days, and one of those ways is sleeping. But I can say for a fact that I went through the entirety of high school sleeping like absolute garbage. I would stay up late, usually to about midnight, maybe 1 o'clock, wake up around 7 a.m, extremely tired, not wanting to get out of bed. You know, I just wasn't, that is not quality sleep. I could probably count the amount of times on my hand how many times I woke up, ready, full of energy, ready for the day. No, it was wake up dead, basically, and spend the first hour of the day basically just a corpse, a walking corpse, a zombie. And it's unfortunate because once you get on NoFap, you realize that sleeping can be easy. Sleeping can be good, and you can waking up full of energy isn't just some myth. Because I remember I wouldn't believe somebody if they told me that they would wake up full of energy. It wasn't feasible to me. But once you're on NoFap, within 2 days, your sleeping will improve. On day 2, day 3, I woke up full of energy, well rested. Woke up early as well. Your body seems to automatically give you 7 to 8 hours sleep. And before, I was sleeping, on the weekends when I didn't have a time that I needed to get up, I would easily sleep 10 to 12 hours. That's not an exaggeration. I'd go to bed at 3, wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not good. That's something else I should come on to, is that getting to sleep too. When you're not on NoFap, you're full of anxiety. You just don't want the next day to come, so you struggle to sleep. I remember I worked at McDonald's and I absolutely hated it. It stressed me out, and I would just sometimes just pull an all-nighter. Like, I would just not sleep because I'd be too caught up thinking about it. And you just don't want to go to sleep. It's like you're trying to delay the inevitable. You're trying to delay tomorrow because you're worried about it. And as a result, you stay up late and you get shitty sleep. And you need to be watching, I used to have to watch really, something that I really enjoyed at night just to feel like I had fulfilled, that night, I had made use of it. It's a mess. But obviously, once you get into NoFap, your anxieties die down and you're not worried about tomorrow anymore. You just deal with it. Whatever happens tomorrow happens, and you don't care. And as a result, you're not anxious. You don't feel like you need to utilize every single hour in the day. You can go to bed at 9 p.m. if you wanted. And because you're not stressed out, your body isn't trying to stop you from sleeping. You just, if you're tired, you go to sleep. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's one of the reasons that, you do wake up early, is because you go to bed earlier. So, but it really is a beautiful thing. I remember when I would go on my tiny streaks of 1 to 2 days, that'd be the thing I'd be looking forward to, is, the improved sleep. I have sort of felt a dip in it since I've entered the flatline, because I'm just tired all the time, and when I go to bed, I wake up still tired, which is a little bit off-putting, but I'll deal with it, like I said. So, just drop my phone. But yeah, that's one of the most underrated benefits of NoFap. To be honest, it really comes sleep quality. I can't explain that. I really can't explain it. I can't explain. I don't know the science behind that, but actually going to sleep and being able to get to sleep, I can sort of factor that into not having as much anxiety and just being more confident, because I don't know if it's just me. Like I said, if you're full of anxiety, you're not going to sleep. So, but when you're free of anxiety, you've got nothing to worry about, so you just go to sleep and you don't worry about tomorrow. So it's a sort of chain of things, like reduce anxiety, means more sleep, easier to get to sleep, reduced anxiety. You know, that can be going to the gym more because you're not worried about what other people think about you. It can mean better driving. It's you name me one aspect of life and I can probably name you know, I can explain how NoFap improves that part of your life. If anyone's watching this, you know, comment something and I'll say something I'll say how NoFap improves that aspect of life that you've mentioned. So that's all I really wanted to say. It's just something I've really been enjoying, and it's, you know, I've suffered from bad sleep since I was little, but you know, you get on NoFap and suddenly you're sleeping like a baby. I mean, you're easy. Hope you're enjoying the video, guys. There should be more coming. Speak to you later.